Welcome, our dear listeners, to this podcast, Awareness and Wisdom, where we talk about different issues concerning agriculture, business, health, and religious issues. In today's podcast, we want to talk about agriculture. Mainly, we want to focus on poultry farming. Before we continue, remember with me, Rahab Ngogo, your host. And in the studio, I'm not alone. I have a guest here. And maybe, let me just call him a John feeder. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Maybe our listeners, they should know you, and maybe why am I calling you a John feeder?
Well, I am Peter Dana,
Mm,
by the way. So maybe to clarify on that genocide,
yeah,
I'm also farmer. Beside that, I'm a Christian.
yeah,
You know, being a Christian doesn't stop you to become a farmer.
yeah,
So there were many farmers in the Bible even.
yeah.
So I too am a farmer.
Mm,
So that when you are, believing God at the same time,
yeah,
you have to be financially stable.
yeah.
Sure.
So maybe our listeners can be like, so yeah, you are a farmer. Maybe let's specify it.
Hmm.
What kind of farmer?
Well, a poultry farmer. I am a poultry farmer.
Mm,
So I started the poultry.
mm,
I was interested in poultry some few years ago because I had a friend also who were doing the same things. So
yeah.
it gave me interest to say I should also venture into
Mm,
this business because the way he was making profits at the end.
yeah.
So that idea also came into my mind to
Mm,
say, I think if this guy is making this amount in such a short period of time,
yeah.
can I not also do the same?
Mm,
So I began to learn at the end. Then I mastered this.
mm,
So I started also poultry farming.
yeah. So maybe our listeners can be like, hey, this man, maybe he's courageous. Maybe where people can find you.
Well, I'm in Manje. People
Mm,
can find me. I live in Manje.
yeah,
And of course, the Manje has got as its area where more people are living. So I can't specify
yeah.
where exactly I live. But
Yes.
if you want to find me,
Mm,
you can find me in Manje.
mm,
Yeah. So if you can ask me, you can find me. Maybe I used to go most especially
mm,
to Pajikasi Sefi.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's where I used to go to attend church services.
Yeah. And I'm curious to know something. Maybe how do you select the light breed for your farm?
Well, in terms of selecting light breed for my farm,
Mm,
well, at the first I have to consider
mm,
um, some few factors.
yeah.
You can't select a light breed if you don't consider factors like weather,
Mm,
climate change.
yes.
Also, you have to consider also market demand
Mm,
and also feed availability.
yes.
So these factors will determine um, the light choice of breed
Mm,
you can raise in your farm or you can raise in your area.
yeah.
So I can say for layers, I choose because I do raise layers, I do raise
Mm,
quails, quails.
yeah.
Yeah, quails. I also raise pigs.
Mm,
So all these also broilers, also not to forget broilers. So these kind of animals, they have their own light breed that a farmer
yeah.
has to choose before he can venture into poultry farming.
Mm,
So for poultry, for quails, I can opt for button quail,
mm,
zizili. Yeah, so quails. For pigs, I can say I can go for a large white or durak since uh,
mm,
it's more like when you are feeding it more frequently,
yeah.
it it it's like it takes a short period of time
Mm,
to produce more weight, and also at the end, when it has produced a more a large weight,
yeah.
it will make a large profit at the end.
Mm,
Since it's selling a huge pig, you will say that a higher price.
mm,
So light breeze will help at the end to in order to because light breeze also I've mentioned about climate.
yeah.
Climate will determine if those breeds will be able to withstand, when you are living in a summer or hot climate. So areas like Chihuahua,
Yes.
those areas that are a bit hot.
Yeah.
So you have also to choose a light breed for that,
Yeah.
for those areas.
Mm.
So, but here in Blanda, I chose this breed that I've just mentioned.
Mm.
It's the one that is more suitable to
Yeah.
raise.
Mm.
Sure.
So maybe our listeners can be like, I have maybe 20,000 and I want to start this poultry farming. Maybe what can you say to them? Maybe what are the basic requirements for starting a poultry farm?
Well, the requirements actually, if you want to start this business,
Mm.
yeah, it will need a special financial stand at the first.
Mm.
Nowadays you can start with 20,000.
Yeah.
Of course, you can start with 20,000, but then if you want to maybe to venture, uh, at the Arab, I can say with 20,000,
Mm.
you can start with maybe with broilers.
Mm.
You can,
Only?
yeah, broilers only,
Mm.
because you can't venture with pigs, because pigs, they will take 6 months.
Yeah.
So those in that period, 6 months, you can't be feeding with the pigs with 20,000,
Yeah.
because when you are uh, making a solid business plan,
Mm.
you have to make with it, including the uh, financial expenses.
Mm.
So when focusing on this poultry farming, first of all, you have to plan on I can say at the first, have you already constructed a call?
Yeah.
And also, how are you going to how much are you going to spend in terms of preparing feed? Or if you are not able to prepare feed on your own,
Mm.
how are you going to spend uh, to buy some necessary resources to prepare feed for yourself? So all these necessary requirements, they will need a special, you know cash to be available. When you want to venture, you have to prepare feed for some weeks, so that at the first those weeks you can
Mm.
be able to use that feed to feed
The animals.
the animals. So that at the end you'll be finding a way to get more cash in order to complete the process.
Yeah.
So for layers, I can say, course layers, they take 6 months,
Mm.
most especially. But when you are using light feed,
Yeah.
which contain more nutrients,
Mm.
um, at the fourth week you can be selling.
Mm.
So I can say, for broilers especially, when someone who has 20,000,
Yeah.
you can use it. You can buy, because you have to spend, like you have to buy chicks. So you can let's say you can plan to say, with 20,000,
Mm.
let's say I will raise 50 chicks.
Mm.
So with 50 chicks, then you prepare a plan to say, how am I going to spend with feeds? Because
Mm.
we have a starter, and now you prepare a starter feed first, that will take you first week, and it will run for first week and the second week.
Mm.
Then you prepare a feed for grower.
Yeah.
So grower, you start giving the chicken from from the third week to, also to,
Mm.
I can say, fourth week. Some also goes up to fifth week.
Yeah.
So grower, we also need has got a, when you are buying
Mm.
grower, you have to it's like when you are when the chickens are going,
Mm.
also the feeds that are needed, they when you want to buy the feeds, it's like they have all their own prices.
Yeah.
Someone who is starting to, someone, let's say, wants to buy a starter.
Mm.
A starter can be at the price maybe 50 kg. Right now I think it's 60 something, so thousand.
A bag.
Yes, a bag 50 kg.
All right.
So you can see on a bag, it has
Mm.
already eaten up almost half of your money
Yeah.
at 20,000.
Mm.
So what about the second week? You
Mm.
also need a 50 kg to buy.
Yes.
But of course, it's not that ideal to, you cannot spend much feed. With 50 kg, 50 chicks, you can use it for the whole week, because chicks, chicks cannot eat that much.
Mm.
uh, Chicks that are 1 week old, they consume in grams, I can say grams,
Mm.
so grams of food, of feed.
Mm.
But when it's time for grower, when it's 3 weeks now,
Yeah.
you start using grower. Now grower, you also give some, you cause we weigh. uh when it's the third week,
Mm.
we take that every chicken consumes this kind of feed a
Mm.
day.
Mm.
Now you have to calculate the mathematics to say that's if I'm having 50 chicks to raise, that means
Mm.
by this period the fees will end, so I have to prepare also to buy
Mm.
another bag.
Yeah.
So if 50 chicks uh has consumed maybe 50 kg the whole week,
Yeah.
they are growing, you expect to give them more, even more.
Yes.
That means you have to also spend more time, I mean
Mm.
more money, to buy more feed.
Yeah.
That means for you to buy grower at the third week, maybe you spend maybe 70 something thousand.
Mm.
So maybe you buy 2 bags now.
Yeah.
It's like first week you buy 1 bag, second week you buy 2 bags, the
Mm.
third week also you buy maybe 2 bags,
Yeah.
depending on the number of chicks that you want to raise
Yeah.
in your farm.
Mm.
So the more the number of chicks you want to raise, the more
Mm.
the expenses.
Yeah.
But if you want to start a little, with few number of chicks,
Mm.
yeah, the expenses won't be such much.
Yeah.
You can The expenses will be reduced.
Yeah.
So with 20,000, I can say
Mm.
you can't maybe finish the whole process with 20,000,
Mm.
because the fees will only maybe will take up to, to raising 50 chicks. Fees maybe required you will maybe you need 20 something thousand
Yeah.
for only fees.
Mm.
What about the you need also some vaccination.
Yeah.
You have to use not the vaccination aside, but you
The
use
medicine.
the medicine.
Mm.
So you also want to buy. What about the drink? You use materials like to buy drinkers. Those are materials that the chicks will use to drink water from.
Mm.
So you have also to buy those. So 20,000, I can say, it's not much.
Yeah.
You have to start maybe with 100,000 going
Yeah.
upwards.
Mm.
Yeah. So raising a few number of chicks
Yeah.
will at the end will make a, a lesser profit.
Yeah.
But with a large amount of cash, or raising more chicks,
Mm.
will also at the end benefit you
Yeah.
much more profit.
Yeah.
Sure.
So maybe our listeners can be like, so maybe after hearing this, maybe they are afraid to raise the animals. I mean, yeah. So
Yes.
maybe just to encourage them. Maybe how many do you have in total? Like,
Well, I can say
mm.
to because I have so many colors.
Yeah.
So raising it will, like the colors that I have,
Mm.
yeah, the capacity
Mm.
is the capacity that I use to raise my layers or broilers.
Mm.
Broilers are there are I raise 300, maximum is 350,
In each color.
in each color.
Yeah.
So if I that's the capacity that my collar can accommodate.
Yeah.
So because when the space is much, and the chicks also, you have to leave some space
Yeah.
for the chicks to play,
Mm.
to hang around in the
Yeah.
so that to have free space.
Mm.
Yeah. So because we say that if the space is small,
Mm.
that at the first, the chicks can be stepping on each other.
Mm.
So at the end, you may find them uh, that they have died in the morning. So in order to prevent the sight, we
Mm.
have to build enough space
Yeah.
so that they can be walking, and also
Mm.
for you to walk in and observe.
Yeah. Free.
Yeah, freely. So a huge space is also required, is recommended
Mm.
for a lighty glowing, for you to raise these chicks.
Yeah.
So for layers also, I've maintained the same number. so that it can be easy for me to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 350, 300, less than not less than 300,
Yeah.
but 300 to 350.
Yeah.
So at the end, the profit that I will make, and also the expenses, because it will do for me to study another season,
Yeah.
or to start another phase after selling uh, the the one that I raised.
Mm.
I will still use the same business plan that I used in my former phase.
Yeah.
To say, if I used 2 million to raise, maybe if I use the 1.3 million
Mm.
to raise 350, so that means this round now I'll also use 1.3 million
Yeah.
in order to raise um, the same number of chicks.
Yeah.
So the expense will be the same, and it won't need me more time to prepare many things,
Mm.
since I'll be like using the same procedures that I used with my former round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do. For pigs, I have also another collar
Mm.
that I raise, because the more the number of pigs, the more the profit.
Yeah.
So when I'm making more profit, I expand the collars.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what I do. Every time I
Mm.
expand, I expand. But most of the time, I depend on the layers and broilers, since it's they take a less season for you to start making profit.
Mm.
Most especially broilers,
Yeah.
because broilers they take 6 weeks. But with layers they take also period of what, 6 months for the chickens to start laying eggs.
Mm.
So with it will go like when they have started laying eggs, uh, a few season, after some months they will stop laying eggs. So if I want to continue with the same number of chickens,
Yeah.
I'll have to start again to making feed. With by period of 2 months, they'll start laying again eggs.
Mm.
So that's what I do most of the time.
Yeah.
I can say so.
Okay. So maybe there can be other listeners who also maybe practice this poultry farming.
Mm.
And maybe there can be also other listeners who may maybe be willing to start the poultry farm. Maybe they can be like, so maybe how are we going to secure our maybe our collars? Maybe how do you insecure but like the biosecurity now on your farm?
Well, we maintain strict protocols,
Mm.
like strict protocols, vaccination, and also sanitation is also needed.
Yeah.
You know, without vaccination, let's say someone who's raising pigs,
Mm.
pigs need vaccination almost every week.
Yeah.
So you have also to maintain that vaccination. You have to give them
Mm.
time and time again, so
Yeah.
that at the end your pigs may not be affected
Yeah.
with chigodola,
Yeah.
such diseases. So the more you have giving vaccine, the more healthier they become.
Yeah.
So at the end, you meet the right. It's like you maintain the qualities
Mm.
of your what animals are they. It's like you're giving a higher demand for customers
Mm.
to come. So lighting the vaccination on time
Yeah.
will also help your animal to be more healthier.
Yeah.
Also, don't allow anyone to visit
Mm.
anytime, anyhow.
Yeah.
So you have to maintain. You have to limit visit access to the
Yeah.
farms.
Like as if
If
you
they
maybe
want to
said
visit, they have to be outside.
then.
Don't allow them also just to hang around inside the collar. No,
Mm.
because there when the protocols are maintained, it will help those animals, to not transfer, the transfer bacteria, because the bacteria are transferable.
Mm.
So by maintaining visit access will help your animals also
Mm.
not to have to be exposed to different kinds of diseases.
Yeah.
Yeah, so proper waste disposal is also important.
Yeah.
When you're raising pigs, you have to remove those wastes.
Mm.
Almost, you have to remove them weekly,
Yeah.
because it will help them to. It's like those feces. Uh, Maybe they might contain some bacteria if
Yeah.
they stay there for a long time.
Mm.
And also, uh, if they stay there for a long time,
Mm.
it's like those animals. will not find a proper place to sleep.
Yeah.
So if you are removing them more frequently, that means disposing them. Those pigs will have a space for them to sleep
Mm.
properly. So you have to remove them, and you can use those manures,
Yeah.
those wastes for manure. You can apply them in your farm
Yeah.
if you have also a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you are benefiting at both.
Mm.
Yeah, you are raising the animals at the end.
Yeah.
Those
And
manures that are
obtaining the manure.
producing,
Yeah.
yeah, you're going to apply them,
Mm.
yeah, in your farms also.
Yeah. Maybe now being a big farmer, maybe how
Hmm.
do you market your poultry products?
Well,
Mm.
maintaining it. All right, for layers, I can say, most people they use boosters
Mm.
in order for the in order to boost growth to
Yeah.
their chickens. But I don't like using those boosters,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, the meat is different. The quality of meat is different.
Yeah.
When you are eating broiler meat, it's like it's like they taste with something. It's like the taste on its own.
Mm.
You are able to foretell that this meat is not tasty as I was expecting.
Mm.
It's like you can be able to tell that you can taste it tastes more like medicine,
Yeah.
because when they are giving those boosters,
Mm.
when some are using vaccines
Mm.
to inject those chickens,
Mm.
those chickens will run through their bodies.
Mm.
So the whole meat, that means if that they will lose its taste.
Yeah.
So to some who uses more boosters, their chickens taste different.
Mm.
But to someone who uses natural feed, not natural feed as such, because some feeds they are chemically used,
Mm.
they are chemically prepared rather. So, but as for me, I mostly prepare my own feed. I don't use these boosters that will ruin my the quality of meat at the end.
Mm.
So this is what uh, more customers are attracted to
Yeah.
when they are considering these market demands. Because when you
Mm.
are providing them something that they are not liking,
Mm.
definitely at the end they will stop buying from you. But if you are maybe maintaining your feed, at the end your meat, the quality of meat will be better.
Mm.
So people will be running to you to say, I think this one sells quality chicken with quality meat.
Yeah.
So the more they will come.
The delicious one.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
what do you use when you're growing those the feed, the
Mm.
right feed? The quality of feed that you use will also determine the outcome of
Mm.
meat that the consumers will be able to tell at the
Mm.
end if the meat is bad or the meat is not tasting good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So maybe other listeners can be like, I want maybe to get one of it. Maybe how, maybe what pricing strategies do you use? Is it okay maybe for someone to come and buy one or?
okay. Most especially when doing this business,
Mm.
when someone is doing this business, he has to find you know people who direct, I can say directly, people who can buy, maybe places like
Mm.
the restaurants.
Yeah.
Some also sales to or
Mm.
wholesale and that. So for me, I use most especially, I go for restaurants,
Mm.
I go for wholesalers, someone who at the end also sells my chicken
Mm.
on their own,
Yeah.
if I don't want to sell to a restaurant that.
Mm.
So the right number that I used to, if I want to sell to someone,
Yeah.
if I start with the 10 10 chickens if someone wants to order.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy one, of course I can sell, but I don't do that
Yeah. You don't
more
likely.
more time, because
Mm.
collecting less money,
Yeah.
it will make you know to use that cash instantly
Mm.
for some other issues. But when you have sell the chickens maybe 100 at once, when you have collected that cash, it will help you to
Mm.
also to prepare for another round, to start the same one, to start the same process of raising another chicks.
Yes.
So I use this strategy to
Mm.
sell my chickens.
Yeah.
Sure.
So maybe there can be other, like maybe commercial farmers, yeah? Other commercial farmers.
Mm.
Maybe how do you compete with them, with the large scale commercial farms now?
Well, we use
Mm.
the market demand, and also
Mm.
price is competitive.
Yes.
So when I see that the market, when price is high,
Mm.
that means the demand is low.
Yeah.
So we have to to reduce the prices.
Yeah.
So I reduce the prices in order to for me to sell more chicks,
Mm.
because it will not be good if I insist on raising the prices.
Mm.
At the end, people are not buying from me. So I'll it's like I'll be forced to buy more feeds,
Mm.
to continue feeding my chickens.
Mm.
So the more weeks are going, the more I'll be spending, buying
Mm.
more feeds,
Yeah.
instead of me, when time has come to sell the chicks,
Yeah.
I'm insisting on raising the prices so that I can benefit more.
Yeah.
So it'll be on me now that I'll be buying more feed now.
Mm.
I'll be spending more feed. Time. I'll be spending more money to buy more feeds.
Yeah.
At the end, I'll make losses.
Yes.
So when I see that the my fellow farmers, they have the same things that I'm selling,
Mm.
I have to reduce the prices.
Mm.
So it has but it doesn't. I don't reduce that much. Maybe
Mm.
the difference is gonna be 1,000
Yeah.
or 500.
Yes. Depending
Because
on your quality as well.
yes, yes,
Mm.
exactly. Because at the end of the day, if you can go to market, if you can find someone selling the same thing at maybe 500 watt,
Yes.
and if someone is selling the same thing at 450, you
Mm.
will still go to the one who's selling it at a lesser price.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those would determine. So I use that strategy to say, okay, when the marketing is when the demand is as less, and the supply is high,
Mm.
then we say that let me reduce the price so
Mm.
that more people should come and buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe as we are living in a technological world, maybe what role does technology play in your farm's operation?
Well, technology, we can use technology um, in this also farms.
Mm.
I can say, collars. You can have your own farm and you build collars, many
Mm.
collars. So you can leave a certain space to say this will be a space especially.
Mm.
You can buy like yeah, there's a machine for making feeds.
Yes.
So some may opt to use the hands when preparing feeds, because
Mm.
it's about mixing.
Yes.
You can mix protein with so many things that we use when making feed.
Mm.
So when I see that I have so many chickens that I'm raising,
Mm.
I cannot be using uh, hands preparing during preparing my feed. So I
Mm.
have to buy a silly machine that will help me to mix the feeds.
Mm.
And then so technology will at the end will help to ease my work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technology is also very important.
Mm.
So making different ways, even when making syringes for cows,
Mm.
for pigs, you can't use hands. You have also to have your own farm implement special, so that it can make those syringes at the end. So you give it to so that you can give to the pigs, and
Mm.
also to the cattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe what can be the most important lesson you have learned in poultry farming, so that maybe I can also be,
Mm.
of course I'm interested to know, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
our listeners also
Yes.
can benefit from it. Yeah.
Well, poultry farming has benefited me
Mm.
a lot. I can say it's very beneficial,
Yeah.
because in a short period of time, someone uh, can be richer.
Mm.
It's like the more you have, the more you are investing in this business,
Yes.
the more you gain the profits.
Yeah.
But if you insist on keeping raising small, like we have so many people that raises chickens
Mm.
in their homes. At the end, they will just spend those. They will spend time to buy. I mean, they will spend money to buy feeds.
Mm.
At the end, they will not. They will not be selling those chickens.
Mm.
They are just losing
Mm.
cash. Sad.
Yes.
So, to someone who wants to venture into this business, I can give my experience to say, by when I started this business, uh, by just period of 3 months,
Mm.
I made a profit that I can give an example to say someone is working.
Mm.
I made a profit more than someone who was working.
Mm.
Someone who is working and is earning monthly.
Yes.
But I also am earning monthly with broilers
Mm.
with so much profit more than that one.
Mm.
So at the end of the day, who is benefiting? Because people they say, let's just we have to, I cannot be a farmer. I
Mm.
just want to, to work in offices. You know, at the end of the day, if you are not earning more money in those offices, that means
Mm.
who is better? It's I,
Yeah.
because I'm earning a lot of cash at the end.
Yes.
So in agriculture, when you are doing commercial farming,
Mm.
it will benefit you more and more.
Yes.
I can advise you say, if you have trained, you have thorough knowledge in farming,
Mm.
you will make more profits.
Yes.
Because you can't study anything. You can't study with this poultry farming
Yes.
without a certain knowledge.
Yeah.
Because you won't know when it's when it's the right time to give injections, to give vaccination to your animals.
Yeah.
You won't know all those things. But when you have learned and you have gained some knowledge in this farming,
Yeah.
you at the end know what to do.
Mm.
So at the end, you make more profits by producing quality meat that will meet people's interest in the market.
Mm.
So that's what really matters.
Yeah.
Because when focusing on this business, you have to see what are your friends making. You
Mm.
have to make something that will be different from others,
Yeah.
so that more people should be coming to you and
Mm.
buy.
Yeah.
So consider these things first. At the end, venture.
Mm.
You can see the difference.
Yes.
Rather than sitting and waiting someone to employ you, you can employ yourself.
Yes.
Because in agriculture, with 350
Mm.
chickens that I raise, I'm able to raise 700,000 per unit, per 6 weeks.
You're making money.
So I'm making a lot of money. So if
Yeah.
I decided to expand,
Mm.
that means I will be making more profits.
Yes.
So not only on the broilers,
Mm.
but in layers also I'm collecting cash.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, I'm earning more millions,
Yes.
more than someone who has a degree.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that degree is bad, no,
No.
but it's
Um.
doing the right thing that you see that it will work for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And I think our listeners maybe may use this information. So
Yeah, exactly. It's very important.
yeah. So listening this is the end of our today's podcast where we are talking about poultry farming. Thank you.
Thank you.